So S.U.R.E was created to represent the brothers from those hoods, to let them know, yo, we are breaking records out here in this market, that we are of value to the music industry, and that we have some feedback for you guys up there. To let you know, everybody isn't dancing to this disco shit. Don't forget the funky and all of this. So that was our message when we started S.U.R.E in '78. You know, letting being a middleman between the majors and the street, letting the streets know what the majors are talking about, and letting the majors know what the streets was talking about. And one day, it's like they came out with the Sugar Hill Gang record, hip hop, the boogie hit. I mean, and that was like such an accomplishment for us, because we say, finally, somebody out there is listening to what we are saying, that this is what we want. And that was like the birth, you know, the birth of new beginning of street music from the disco era, because they said disco was dead, but disco never died. It just changed its sound, you know, and evolved into what we now call dance music. You know, but we had to let them know, or we did let them know, that everybody just didn't want to jump up and down to records going at 130 BPMs. That shit, we want some fun.
And I know obviously you had some type of dealings with some of the big players like the Bambaataa's and whatnot. I know Islam used to work with you back in the day.
Afrika, Islam, Afrika Bambaataa. Bambaataa is one of the first members to join the pool, and he's still a member of the pool to this day. Afrika Islam was picked up by Ice-T.
Right.
Ice-T used to always come up to the office, and I'll listen to his stuff. And I'm like, yo, Ice, man, that stuff is like, you know, different from the raps that's out here now. Some of it's cool, but some of it sound like, ooh, kind of rough. He's the first one that I can't think of that was doing descriptive gangster rap. You know, 6 a.m. in the morning.
6 in the morning, police
Oh, yeah. So, you know, years later, seen Ice at a convention. He said, yeah, Bob, I remember you. Used to tell me some of my stuff wasn't all that good. And he said, I really respect you because you was very truthful and honest with me. And he said, I got something for you guys. And he gave us the gold record.
Wow.
Yeah, for his first LP. Rick Rubin came out of S.U.R.E record pool. See, in 1984, 85, DJs in the pool used to always play short shot mix on the records that they done work on. And Rick Rubin, one of the founders the main founder of Def Jam Records, he started out as a DJ that was playing rock and roll down at what's the name of that college?
NYU.
Yeah, at NYU. And he came and joined the pool. We turned him on hip-hop, R&B, dancehall, stuff like that. He started up Def Jam Records. I believe his first record was with Jazzy J. And he hooked up with Off the Baker. Something happened there. And he came to me one day and said, Bobby, this guy Russell Simmons, what's the 411 on him? I said, Russell's a cool guy. You know, everybody in R&B radio. Because at that time, Russ was working with Robert Ford. And he was working Curtis Below. And boom, he hooked up with Russell, and the rest is history. And many other guys, a dynamic duo, the Latin Rascals, you know, and we're still working at pushing that tradition of, you know, teaching the DJs, giving them the motivation that they can accomplish goals. You know, just because you're from the hood don't mean you can't achieve what you want to achieve. Just put your mind to what you want to do. Set up a plan. If you have to sacrifice, you sacrifice. Hold true to your plan and keep focused. And shit, you can reach the top of the mountain.